Hi, my name is Matthew Thomas. I'm a member of the build team. This is another update video, a pretty big update video. Today is September the 27th, 2018, and today we hit a milestone. Um, Adequate V2 is officially done with build and electronics and was handed off to programming, I think like 45 minutes before the practice ended, something like that. Maybe it was less. I don't know. I'm bad at times. But today was a huge day. Surprisingly, during the actual practice, the beginning of it, I thought we were being like not very productive at all. But turns out I guess we were being a little bit unproductive. But we have the robot wired up. The wiring looks decent. I won't say it looks good, but it looks decent. Um, so yeah, programming, and the time allotted programming only got one of the motors to run. But it's a start, I guess. Yeah, let's take a look at some of the pictures. Can't tell already. I'm pretty happy. Today was nice. Okay. So first thing we did when we got there is we jack drilled more holes for the battery panel. This panel right here. Um, it didn't take that long. Then he used rivets to secure it in. Um, that was really quick. Pretty nice. Um, After that, what did we do? Oh, the proximity switch. Natalia flipped it. I'm not sure if we have a good picture of that. But it so basically there it is. It's a switch that basically tells the elevator when it's down all the way, so we don't retract into itself and break everything. So that's pretty good that we have it on there. It's this thing right here, or this thing in the CAD. Yeah, it was flipped the wrong direction, so we put that in the right direction, and we got that wired up. We haven't tested it yet, but it seems like it should work. Um, let's see what else do we do. We installed the huge cable that needs to run this thing. Um, we got the cables to run these two motors done. We have the cables to run these motors. We got everything wired in. We got the pneumatics wired in. Yeah, everything is wired. The wires probably still need some more cable management, but at least they're out of the drivetrain motors, which is the important thing. Um, Here's the actual robot on the field. I'm not sure if we got any pictures of it running. Probably not because we only had one. Oh, yeah, that's an interesting point. So when the programmers launched it, only one of the motors was running. I'm pretty sure it's a programming or electrical issue. It's not a build issue. But the robot was still able to move, and it was able to move pretty fast. Um, Imagine that. So one motor, we can still run the robot. Doesn't won't be able to drive anywhere anytime fast, but that's surprising. So let's see what we can do it for. Um, yeah, we not sure. We basically today was just all electronics. Um, and electronics, it takes a while. You want to do it right instead of doing it fast, and that's what I think we did today. You can see the big cable right here. It's I kind of like the solution we ended up with. I haven't seen it get caught yet in the testing that we did. Um, I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but I mean, for now it seems pretty good. I tested and when not saying that we would ever do this, but a second, let me get my cube in here. There it is. So if we have a cube in the intake, what we can do is we can rotate like that, and not only in CAD, but in real life, we can spin 360. We can go around and around and around and around. And that would be possible, except we have these wires over here that are blocking us from doing that. So maybe um, after NTX, we could somehow figure out how to get the arm to rotate around and around and around with a cube. That would be super cool. So what we could do is that we go right here, we take a block. We go over here, then we square the switch. Because right now we have to do here, and then we gotta flip all the way around to do that. It's not like that much difference, but Actually, that might even take longer for the Switch, but it would be pretty cool. Um, but for that we need a slip ring and some other things, so it's probably not gonna be that much of a possibility. Um, but yeah, I wanna spend this video also talking about how long it took to build a robot and these videos in general. So if we look back at my channel, sorry about that buzzing, that's Hangouts in the background. We can see that I made 12 or I made 13 update videos. These two are the same. But yeah, I made 13 update videos, and each meeting was 2 hours. So that means we had 26 hours of actual build time. If you guys don't know, that's really fast. But I didn't start the update videos until after we started adequate. So just to give you some, here's the first video to show what progress we had. This is what the CAD looked like. None of the elevator stuff was on there at this point. I mean, you can see how much it looks a little bit different. Like I added all the power and stuff. But yeah. Um, let's see. I think we have a good picture of where the robot was at. Maybe. Hopefully. There it is. Okay. This is what the drivetrain looked like. This wasn't even done correctly. We actually redid all this because Jack didn't know. But you see these pieces of tube stock, they aren't even the right pieces. We took these pieces of tube stock off because it's supposed to go outside the frame instead of on the inside. Um, so yeah, the only thing correct in this is that the wheel assemblies. So all we had was the wheel assemblies done, and we had the intake kind of done. Um, I think we ended up rebuilding it once because we didn't like it, but that's where we were at. So it's whatever. I think all this took like I think 2 meetings to do. So 26 hours for these videos, and I'll say 4 hours to get to this point. So 30 hours of build time total to build this robot. I think that's amazingly fast. Um, I would like us to figure out how long it took us to build some other robots just to compare, because I mean I think it's fast, but I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't fast. Um, but yeah, it seemed like it worked out pretty well. Um, also pretty happy about the videos in general. I think that we should continue them throughout the season and the off season. Um, Gets a lot more people engaged and asking more questions. And yeah, we have a practice tomorrow. We're gonna focus all on programming. Build is gonna build some bumpers. We're gonna get the encoder mounted. Hopefully, maybe not. We might do that on Tuesday because I think I'm gonna redesign this thing because it's a little bit of a pain to put on the encoder. Because you have to access those two. So I might redesign it where it's like a slotted thing. If you understand that. Um, I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please post it. This was a really big milestone, really happy day. Great job to build electrical. It's your turn programming. Make us proud. Okay, that's it. Goodbye. Thanks a lot.